The main reason I became a prosecutor is that the area I grew up in Youngstown, Ohio, was a lot of crime in that area. It disintegrated a little bit over time, and I saw how that crime impacted the community itself. And at that time, I didn't have I didn't know the role of a prosecutor in the criminal justice system. Prosecutor's main job is to seek justice for people, and the prosecutor has a role to play in the criminal justice system. We can decide on who gets charged on crimes, what the charges are, and that's what communities want from us as a prosecutor. So I was able to get a lot of personal satisfaction from that, and I obviously see that in my community as well. The oath of a prosecutor at the end of the day is to seek justice. And what is justice? Well, to me, justice is that a person is charged, and that charge has to be established with probable cause, and you also have to make sure that you can prove that case beyond a reasonable doubt. At some points in time, we evaluate the evidence, and then we make determinations. We make a determination if a person should be charged at all. Sometimes certain information will come after a person is charged, will lead you to believe that the defendant did not commit that crime. And so us as a prosecutor in seeking justice is to miss that. Even if there's some evidence there that maybe we can win a case. Our job is not to win cases, our job is to seek justice. The most difficult part about being a prosecutor to me is that at the end of the day, no matter what result we get in court, either a not guilty or even a guilty verdict, that the survivor of the crime, the victim of that crime, will never achieve total justice, because at the end of the day, they have been impacted by that crime. They've lost a family member. They've had, maybe they've been sexually assaulted. Those things linger. However, in our prosecutor's office, we have victim advocates, and those victim advocates stay with that victim throughout the entirety of the case, and they also reach out after a case, because they know that just because the case is over doesn't mean that those effects have ended for that victim. I had one case where a person had a lot of felonies, they had a drug history, but they were a victim of crime. They were shot, and that person was fortunately not killed. And one of his main concerns was that he would not be hurt. He believed that the criminal justice system was not for him. They were always against him. So why should he testify? However, after I spoke to him, and there were other prosecutors that spoke to him, I presented the case, directed him, and was able to have him tell his story. And the main thing I told him was, you present your story, it's up to me to argue. That person who shot him was found guilty and is serving time in prison right now. Biggest misconceptions are that prosecutors are people that you don't know. They just come in and out, and they just argue cases in court. However, prosecutors are citizens in Summit County. Prosecutors go to work in Summit County, they play in Summit County, they raise their families in Summit County. So our priority is to help citizens to have safer streets, safer schools, and a safer place to live. And we live there as well.